G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a vampire's light machine gun with bullets exploding for area damage and +1 perception, major and minor legendary effects respectively. So a 3-star weapon, which actually I got from a vendor. Yeah, check out that screenshot. 700 caps for this thing, or a little bit under, so, you know, that's a steal and a half right there. I was pretty rapt to come across that. Also got that flamer as well. That'll be for another video, though. So, another interesting thing about this weapon is, you know, when people on the, Reddits, they like to shorthand the things, like, bloodied explosive is BE. Well, this is vampire's explosive, which is VE. Like VE Commodore, so I'm in love with this thing already. Alright, so we're sitting here at 50 damage, that's unperk, so let's go ahead and perk that up a little bit, shall we? And of course, like this thing we've seen before is going to be perked up with Heavy Gunner. It'll be just basically the same as what we get out of a singular bullet explosive thing if it was like a bloodied one without any things, because we're at full health right now, so we won't be getting any benefit of that, nor adrenaline, nor adrenal reaction, nor anything like that. And with all of those perks applied, 102 damage, which is a pretty good starting point. But this is a vampire's weapon, so what that means is basically we're going to get ourselves into Nerd Rage Threshold and, you know, use this thing's healing powers for survivability and, you know, using all of that adrenal reaction and Nerd Rage and all that bullshit to get us even more damage. So let's go and irradiate ourselves. Okay, some horrible cancer-inducing radiation later, we got ourselves 176 damage. Heh, 76. Alrighty, so here we are outside this dumb place once again, and I had to switch servers, so re-equip that thing. Here are my bits of armor, here are my buffs, and here's my special count. That's obviously super high thanks to all of my unyielding bits. So I guess we'll just get started on these buggers, shall we? Oh, you gotta reload the thing first. How are you using this thing as a stealth weapon? I guess it's because of the high agility. Okay, now we're in danger, and there's some floating giblets that... You know what, screw it, I'm just gonna use this thing in stealth for as long as I can. The doggos haven't made an appearance yet, which is interesting. Also, we've got awareness on it. I feel like that's kind of dead weight, but, you know, whatever. Ah, there are the doggos right there. Alright, let's see some of that healing ability. And a couple of shots on this man, and and we've completely healed already. So as long as we can keep getting those shots on, which, you know, might be a little bit problematic at range, you see, we'll be golden. We'll just be fine. Alrighty, so having a look at our damage now, obviously at 60%, and we get ourselves 240. 240, like an M240 Bravo. Wouldn't that be cool to have some sort of, like, I don't know, 308 machine gun that was belt fed? Also, what the hell was that? I saw a thing on the was that just more super mutant spawning? I don't really know. Let's go back into trying to use this thing as a stealth weapon. Tell you what, if you want to get good use out of your 308s with this thing, then using it as a stealth weapon is a good idea. And I have serendipity, obviously, for survivability reasons, but if we were using something like One Gun Army, we'd be stopping them in their tracks with staggers and cripples and all that, which is pretty damn good as well, but we're killing them so fast that we don't actually have to rely on anything like that, so I think serendipity is a good idea for this. And again, yep, 240 damage, hopefully we've got some spawns inside. Looks like we're on, and we've got a 2-star Overlord here, so hopefully he's dropped to something that is, you know, capped at level 45, otherwise he's going to be a waste of a drop. He has given us a piece of shit. Thank you. I'm glad that you saved your final excrement before you were killed to drop it in form of legendaries. I do enjoy picking those up, and I'm sure Myrna loves seeing all the script being generated from these terrible legendaries, ruining her little personal economy there. That's why she doesn't barter. Her prices are always right. Alright, what have we got over here? I think I killed the doggo before, just breezing through here. As long as we don't get hit too much and, you know, we don't kill ourselves with explosive damage, because that is certainly a possibility with a explosive light machine gun, I think we'll be just fine. Now, question is, can I quickly jump up here and just kill the dudes from the control room if I can stop bumping my head on everything? Alright, looks like I can. There's usually one more in there. There he is. Just bounce a bit of splash damage. Yeah, the splash damage is only good when you can fire mountains and mountains of bullets at stuff. Otherwise, you definitely do want to get those direct hits on. Otherwise, you're just wasting ammo. Especially with a light machine gun like this. You need every 308 you can, because you only make like 21 at a time when you've got Ammo Smith at rank 2. And, you know, Super Duper is only activating a handful of times, like 30%. So, you know... Also, another legendary Super Mutant Warlord here. Quickly mince him a little bit. Even if we aren't killing them outright, just getting the hits in is a good idea for our survival. Obviously, we're getting a little bit in trouble due to our, you know, comparatively low magazine size when compared to other things. But, you know, we can reload quickly. We've got ourselves set up to reload quickly with one gun. No, with lock and load. Locked and loaded? No, that's a Ratchet and Clank game. Lock and load, that's the one. And when we do get hit, like coin flips percent time, we've got ourselves... Hang on, what the hell is on those legendary effects? I'm getting distracted here by the drops. But yeah, when we do get hit, we're only, you know, coin flips chance of actually taking that damage, which is obviously a really strong thing, especially with a weapon like this, where you can quickly just give yourself heaps of health just by hitting a target. Now, I'm actually wondering whether we can actually, you know, get the health benefits from the splash damage, and I think we can. You know, I haven't seen that happen, but maybe if you've been observant watching the health bar rapidly rise and fall if I'm being swarmed with super mutants, then you'd have a little bit of an idea of that. But I'm going to go out on a limb and says that it can. I'm not going to get myself too badly damaged to try to show that off, because knowing my luck, I'll probably fucking die. And, you know, that'd be bad. I have to sit through a loading screen, have to chop the footage up, and it'd just be a pain in the ass for everyone involved, so that's not good. Knock, knock, Mr. Super Mutant. Alright, so we're breezing through this, having a quick look at our 308s. Still got 12,000. See, if I'm hitting for this hard, it's actually kind of nice to use this thing like it is, because I only need a couple of 308s to actually make that kill, which is certainly what you want out of a light machine gun. The higher damage you can get this, the better, because those 308s, they don't grow on trees, man. They grow on tin cans, but they're not necessarily trees, so, you know, yeah, they basically do grow on trees. You just gotta server hop a little bit, and that in itself is a little bit of a pain in the ass, and shite. Well, I'm glad I had some passive healing going on through that grenade explosion, otherwise I would have fucking died just then. See, a little bit of utility with our vampires' weapons, I'm sure. Okay, I've got a little bit of health off me now, so I can test out the splash damage theory. The hybrid theory. Remember that album? That was Linkin Park's first album. Oh wait, never mind, we just used our axe and grit to get out of there. That just happens, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's... Is it netcode problems? I don't know, but it seems to be a little bit of a bug. I'm not sure what causes it. Maybe they don't want players running around with like 10, 15 HP because they'll just get one-shotted by everything, and I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a bug. If players are gonna, you know, limit themselves to that sort of damage range, then so be it. I mean, with rads they can do it. Your health's never gonna jump up, but, you know, when you're at this threshold, I don't know why they do that. That's weird. Has anyone else noticed how that happens? Or is it just me? Have I got some god tier account because... Oh, yeah, okay. That was a delayed corpse explosion, wasn't it, mate? But anyways, rambling aside, this thing is completely cleaned up here with absolutely no trouble whatsoever. Even with a grenade dropped on us, with multiple hits of gunfire. Automatic gunfire, by the way, so it wasn't they weren't joking around with that. We actually survived that pretty damn well, so I guess, I should probably get rid of my rads, but I'm a stupid idiot who doesn't think ahead, so I'm just gonna try and send it and, you know, see what happens with the rads, shall we? You know, this has been a really blessed recording so far, because I've gotten the spawns on both occasions now, so I think we've got a blessed server. A swing and a miss from the ghouls, and they're right onto me. I did run up to the door just to, you know, suss out if they were actually spawned, as I usually do. But hopefully this little bit of Rad-X that I've taken will help me out just a little bit. So let's go ahead and get into a position where they sort of funnel through a door. Or not, you can just go in the complete other direction. Oh wait, for some reason I don't like using this door. Does it break their pathing or something? But yeah, this is a good fallback point. There's a deer over there. Yeah, you don't want a piece of this vampires. This VE light machine gun. The Veilumg. The Veilumg. Excellent. That's a cool name for it. If you're a person who's just real flay out and has to, you know, acronym everything. Swing and a miss from that ghoul. He took a dive at it and missed again. Alright. Surely that's going to elicit some sort of response out of the ghoulies now. I've beaten around the bush for a little bit now, so... Nah, these lazy bastards are always looking for a handout. Have to wait until you're like 2 steps away before they decide to get up. Alright, so microbursting is the key in here. And stepping inside with these ghoulies is a little bit on the dangerous side, because they will quickly swarm you and they will quickly jump on top of you, and if they're too close to you, you'll end up hurting yourself with, you know, excess splash damage. But if you can find some sort of corner to hold out, also that XP bonus from having this much intelligence is pretty massive. You know, I've almost passed Winter in terms of my XP count with this character. I guess it's because I've been using Unyielding this entire time, right? Which helps me, you know, with all this nonsense. Look at all these things flying around the room. You know, that's that kind of stuff would crash New Vegas right there. Are we done yet? I think we're done. Could you imagine if I was using power armor? I don't think I want to use power armor with this, because all of the unyielding bonuses that you do get that I'd be missing out on with the power armor. Hang on, was it? It's playing the music like I'd be fighting a Wendigo. Also, always take the golf outfits because their value to weight ratio is actually really fucking good. Kill that rad roach. At least we've taken out the most dangerous enemy in this room. Alright, so maybe the Wendigo just sort of went upstairs. Of course, I've got to kill these lads. Wow, you lazy bastard. You could have at least got up and tried to kill me. Quick tap on the manager there. Gonna play it a little bit safer than usual. Gonna slow it down just a little bit. But the main thing here is I am saving 308 sometimes. That is or it's at least a context-sensitive Assaultron head, but something that is going to go straight into Myrna's bin. Myrna's bin? I keep pronouncing her name wrong. I hope she doesn't mind. Hello, Frozen Strike. You are too late. And we are moving on to Swan now, I suppose. I don't know where the boss went. So you're probably itching for me to go full auto on this, so why not, eh? We've got Swan over there, but first we must observe this sledgehammer. No. Full auto time. He dead. He very dead. He's still screaming like he's alive, but we all know that he's dead. Can you believe it? I've done this all on the same server. Like, one server hop for a video is fucking unheard of these days. I'm really glad that I've got the server RNG on my side today. Wow, I just nailed him all the way from back here. Righto, that's pretty good, eh? So that +1 perception doing some good work, even though I still haven't bothered to, you know, put concentrated fire on. And you know what? I've got time. I can do that now. I'm sure as we're all aware of the resistances of these creatures by now, right? Or at least not really aware of them and, you know, don't give a shit. Alright. Full auto on the Queen. A little bit in VATS just to start off. And we're finished. Who's left? I missed this dude. Yeah, that guy's fucked because I got glow sight on. You have no chance in hell, mate. So, yep. Usually about 6 of the blokes here, and 240. See, we've taken very little damage during this video, simply because I haven't been making dumb, stupid mistakes, and we've been killing stuff fast enough so it doesn't actually have time to shoot us back, or avoiding other creatures that would run up and hit us just by, you know, jumping and shooting them. So it's been a pretty smooth run with this thing, and credit to the weapon, it's doing most of the work here. I'm still playing the brain-dead way that I usually play. Oi, check this out, the random encounter node that has just spawned me 3 bloat flies with shit. Well, I hate to burst your bathtub bubbles, but you're gonna have to die there. Okay, 3 bullets for 3, oh, hello, Scorched Beast. Yeah, 3 bullets for 3 of those bloat flies is actually not too bad. I would have got the same out of a hunting rifle, so put that in your pipe and smoke it, you sniper rifle thing. Come on, get him on the sweep, get him on the sweep. No, I missed. Okay, that was some good aiming there. Also, acid and serendipity doesn't mix because it hits you so much. So it's kind of like trying to fight an LMG player. They just hit you so much that serendipity just can't keep up with it. If they were using something like a hunting rifle, you'd be laughing. What are you doing over there? Oi! You're supposed to be fighting me, not some other fucking thing over there. Well, I'll kill your friend and I'll get more adrenaline damage. What are you fighting over there? Like, how could they be more interesting than me right now? What have you got? Are these super mutants? They're super mutants. I know you want to get a piece of this super mutant killing action, but guess what? You've just got this lame-ass scream attack, which, you know, admittedly is effective at blinding things, but the damage really, you know, compared to this, leaves something to be desired. See, if I can control a scorched beast, I'd be, you know, killing players all day, every day, mate. I'd make it work. Okay, one more little fight I've got prepared. How about we go down to Fissure Site Prime and see if we can cause trouble with the local bat population even more, because it's very well and good to have a situation where you can just control everything and go well there, but how about when things aren't in our control and there's lots more variables, mainly these fucking bastards spawning but where you can't see them all the time. Yeah, those guys. What about how do we fare when that happens? Also when we've got a 2-for-1 with a bat. That one's level 50 though, so he's nice and squishy. And we'll just dodge those attacks there. Thank you, Serendipity. And make sure we do pick off the odd gun zombie here and there just to, you know, increase our adrenaline. That's very important in itself. There goes one bat. I think I saw another one just here. Make sure you do avoid the melee ones because proportionally they hit so much harder than anything else. Like even the gun ones don't do as much damage. Although the grenade launcher ones do pose a little bit of a threat. Alrighty, so we're almost done here with the twofer. And some fucking mole rats of the scorched variety have entered the picture too, so glad they're dead now. See, even with the 2-for-1 scorched beast when I really wasn't prepared for it, this thing was, you know, powerful enough to actually get us out of that situation. So, you know, short of a scorched beast queen, I think you'll be swimming pretty nicely with this thing at your side. That is, if you can get this thing. It was the vendor at what's it called? Harper's Ferry where I got this. Level 80, please, please, yes. Oh yeah, sneak attack criticals. That fucking minced him. How do you like them apples, you dumb fucking bat? Also, just gotta clear out the rest of these blokes. Is that a crab? Wow, you were the most... Okay, you were scorched. If he was an unscorched crab, he would have been the most pinned down crab in bloody no man's land since the, you know, the horrible images of people stuck in no man's land in World War I. That was bad. So let's end this on a different note. So, there you have it. That was the VE LMG, my VE Commodore. It's come to life in this game, and it's just an MG42. No, it's an MG45, because it's like a MG42, and then there's like an MG3, so you add them together, the logical conclusion, it's an MG45. I think this is a sound, reasonable logic that anyone could follow. So, it's a really damn good weapon. If you'd like to see this thing in your game, then, okay, slow motion dramatic fall of dead bat. Okay, interesting. Well, you can either get it through... I think this is one of the more sought-after items, at least through weapon requests. A lot of people have been saying, hey, do explosive vampires this. I know it's cool, but I don't take requests, alright? This isn't your shitty drive time radio show. This is my fucking YouTube channel, and I make the rules, damn it. So, Market 76, obviously Murmur if you know, want to spend... maybe 50 to 100, depending on what kind of starage you want on your weapon. So yeah, there's two ways there. Or maybe you can contact your local friendly... Never mind, I'll just leave that third option out. But I think you know what I mean. Not that it exists anymore. I think they stomped it out for good this time. And good on them for doing it. So that means... nobody's going to be running around with super toys. Like, do you remember Syndrome when he's like, if everyone's super, no one will be? Well, that's kind of what happens when those certain types get their grips on everything and just start mass producing stuff. So, yeah, I can stay super and the rest of you plebs can't. Thank you for watching, guys. So here I am on my special little rock ready to take a thumbnail and this fucking Scorched Beast shows up. No! Go away, alright? Leave me alone. You're getting the VATS treatment now, son. Oh, what do you think of that? He thinks he's going to laugh off the damage because I'm no longer at nerd rage threshold. Well, we'll see about that, baddie. We'll see about that indeed. This is a huge waste of ammo, but still, I'm committed to this, alright? Now you're dead. Splat. See, that's why I run it in bloody nerd rage threshold, because you just kill shit so much faster. You don't have to worry about dying, because you're just healing when every bullet hits, you see.